What's up, guys? In this video, heading off to our break and alignment shop to go battle it out 3 rounds with that mini Coke machine that we have there that's been giving us a bunch of problems. Now, if you guys like repair videos, this is the video for you, because normally we go fill up vending machines and collect money. This is a vending machine repair video, so hopefully you guys enjoy this style of video. If you do, leave it a like. We're gonna go battle it out Mortal Kombat style. All right, guys, enjoy the video. Let's go.
Round 1, fight!
What's up, guys? It's Matt with Galaxy Games 843, back with another vending video. Today we're not doing a collection though. It's time to battle it out with this mini Dixie Narco Coke machine. As you notice, there was an out of order sign on this machine, and if you watched my previous videos from this location, we think the coin mechanism might be bad. Now, I did change out the relay in a previous video, thinking the relay was bad, but that did not solve our problems. So what I've got, I found an old coin mech on my parts shelf. So we're gonna try swapping that out to see if that works. I have no idea if this is even a good coin mech, but it was on my shelf. I've really got no way to test it, so we're gonna test it inside the machine. So to do that, what I need to do is remove the old coin mechanism, transfer all the coins from the coin tubes to the new coin mechanism, and then install the new coin mechanism here into the machine and test it out. So this is a CoinCo mech that I'm currently working with. It's a little bit challenging to get that flap thing down there, so we got that taken care of. So we're going to remove that piece, then we'll unscrew 3 screws, pull out the coin mech, disconnect it, take all the coins out, put all the coins into the new mech, and then basically reverse the process, put it all back together by connecting it with those 3 screws and then putting that top piece. Now, the one I'm replacing it with is actually a Mars or MEI coin mech. I want to say it's a 6800, but I could be wrong on the model number. It's basically the older style single price coin mech, so they're getting more and more difficult to find. So hopefully this one works, but we're going to find out. So we're going to battle this machine out Mortal Kombat style. This is round 1, so let's see what happens. So as you can see, I'm kind of struggling with those Phillips head screws there.
That was
They were in the really
pathetic.
tight. And I'm trying to just basically, like I said, get it all unhooked and disconnected so I can pull it out easier. And then once you get the screws loosened, you should just be able to lift it up and pull it out. But I'm not sure if I had the screws loosened enough. So let's loosen them just a little bit more, and then we can move on to swapping out the coins from one coin mech to another, which I am going to cut out of this video because you don't want to watch me pour out all the quarters, all the dimes, all the nickels, and then put them back in the new coin mech. So we'll cut that part of the video out. But you can see this machine's putting up a little bit of a fight, right? Just like I said, Mortal Kombat style. It's putting up a fight. It's kind of giving me some hits here, trying to get me down and seeing if the machine can take round 1. So again, let's work on those screws. I basically took them almost all the way out because it was in there so tight. And what I'm realizing is it's going to be much easier if I open that swing arm there. So let's open that swing arm. Let's go and pull it open. Now I've got easier access to pull that coin mech out of there, and it pretty much just lifts right out at that point. So I should have done that in the beginning. So this machine made a little combo move on me there and took some hit points away from me. So hopefully what we're doing here, like I said, hopefully this new coin mech or old coin mech, whatever you want to say, that I had on my part shelf is going to solve our problem. So there we go. There's our MEI Mars coin mechanism. I need to remove that top flap as well so I can fill up those coin tubes. I'll show you basically how I fill up coin tubes, but I'm not going to show you the whole process because it's kind of a long, boring process. So I'm plugging the nickels and dimes. I'm going to pour some quarters out into my hand. There we go. And I'll just start feeding those into the coin mech, the new coin mech, into the quarter tubes. I'm going to do the same thing for the dimes and the nickels as well. Again, you don't want to watch me do that for, I think it took me like 5 or 7 minutes. So there we go. So got them all filled up. Let's start putting it back together. So first thing I'm going to do is mount the new coin mech into that swing arm there where the coin mech goes. And you want to put the bottom in first and then lift it into place, because if not, then the bottom won't fit in properly. So after we've got that put back in, I'm going to tighten those screws back up. And honestly, I'm not sure why I did. Probably because I expected this to work, but you're going to see real quick, I think this machine is beating me pretty bad here in round 1. All right, so again, got the screws all tightened up. I'm making sure the coin tubes look good. There's not any weird like jammed coins in there or anything, so that's good. Let's put this top flap back into place and we'll mount it back into the actual coin mech. Then all we have to do is hook the coin mech back up to the dollar bill acceptor and that Jones plug into the actual machine. Now, because this is a single price coin soda machine, it doesn't have a main board. So basically it works through the coin mech as kind of the brains of the operation. Once you put the money in, the brains or the coin mech tells the relay to go ahead and send power to one of the motors once a button is pressed, so that way it vends a soda. So again, let's hook it all back up. Let's see. Hopefully this is going to work. But again, this machine's kind of beating me here in round one, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to struggle for just a minute to get this plug put back in because it's kind of in an awkward spot. It's kind of hard to get your hands up in there, especially this is a smaller Dixie Narco machine. So I had to struggle a bit to get that plug back in there. Looks like we finally got it back in place. Now I need to figure out how to route these wires to close this swing arm and not have any wires get pinched. So that was my next struggle. Again, it's kind of beating me up here. There we go. I had the wire pinched though, so I opened it back up. Now I'm going to try and route it through and plug it back in. And then it's time to do some tests once we get everything hooked back up. There we go. All right, plugged in. Let's see if we can get this thing all closed up. Kind of struggling with these wires, guys. So I apologize if the wire management here is giving you anxiety. It's giving me anxiety for sure. But there we go. All right, so it looks like we got everything in place. The coin return works. Let's plug it back in. Let's see what happens. So again, this machine is kind of winning this battle of round one right now. Let's plug it in. Let's see what happens. All right, plugging it in. I'm expecting the dollar bill acceptor to power up. I'm not hearing it power up. I don't see any lights flashing on the front of it. That's not a good sign. I don't know. And what you can't tell right now is I'm smelling a little bit of burning plastic or burnt electronics. So that's kind of scary. So yeah, I'm just looking to make sure my connections are right. I don't see any red light on the dollar bill acceptor. It's looking like this machine is going to win round one. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to get beat here in round one, Mortal Kombat style. All right, taking a look at the coin mech. I don't see anything that looks out of place. Nothing, everything looks right. I'm trying to have it eject some coins. Nothing's working. So I think it's safe to say this spare coin mech I had on my parts shelf is no good. And therefore, this machine is going to beat me in round one. So I need to regroup. I need to think about what I need to do. Obviously, I'm going to need a different coin mech because that's not going to be the solution to this one here. So because I'm smelling some burnt electronics, some burnt plastics, I'm not going to leave this plugged in. So I am going to unplug the coin mech. I don't even see any red lights there in the coin mech, like you should see. So again, I'm going to unplug the coin mech. I'm going to leave it unplugged so that way there's not some sort of weird electrical fire or, problem like that. Let's unplug the machine. We'll get the coin mech unplugged. Then we'll plug the machine back in and reapply our out of order sign because this machine was victorious for round one. So round one goes to the Dixie Narco soda machine. 0 points for Matt. All right, let's move on to round two.
Round two. Fight!
All right, guys, we're back for round two. Let's unplug the machine. Let's open it up and let's see if this fixes the problem. Now, I got to give a big shout out right here. Mike over at 720 Vending here on YouTube sent me another coin mech. He tested it. It works. So hopefully this will solve the problem for this machine. I want to say it's another CoinCo coin mechanism. So we're going to go ahead and remove the old MEI Mars coin mechanism that is confirmed not working. We did unplug the machine. So again, round two, we're battling it out, seeing what happens. I feel like this fight is going to be a little bit more close. Round one, I got beat pretty bad. That Dixie Narco machine, it used some combo moves on me, had some uppercuts, blocked my hits, all that stuff. Mortal Kombat style. So hopefully round two we do better. So anyway, let's open that swing arm. Let's disconnect. Well, we already disconnected the plugs for the coin mechanism, so we don't have to do that. But let's unroute those wires. We'll lift the coin mech out. And I pulled the whole swing arm off, so I got to fix that. And then, of course, what we need to do is move the coins from the tubes in this coin mech over to the new coin mech that Mike over at 720 Vending sent us. So again, big shout out to Mike at 720 Vending. If you haven't checked out 720 Vending here on YouTube, go check out his channel. He does a lot of cool tech stuff and a lot of cool repair stuff too. And he also does vending service and collection too. So again, thanks Mike for the deal on the coin mech. Really appreciate it. Let's get it installed. So again, just like the last time, I need to pour out all the coins. This time I brought some cardboard along so the coins don't go all over the place. I'm just going to pour them into the cardboard there. Then we'll fill the tubes. Again, just like last round, I'm going to skip this part of the video. We'll skip filling up the coin tubes. So I'll show you a couple and then we'll move on. So again, here I'm doing the quarters. I also need to do the same for dimes and nickels, and I did set a few quarters aside for testing purposes. And of course, just like any other Galaxy Games 843 video, I'm dropping money on the ground. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and fill up those coin tubes. Once that's done, there we go, all taken care of. We're going to put this back together, and it's time to insert this into the machine. So again, we'll put that flap back in place. I need to mount the coin mech into the machine, secure the screws, put that swing arm back in, route the wires, all that good stuff. So that's going to take a few minutes, but here's some hits I'm going to give to this machine because we're going to battle it out some more for round 2. And then hopefully we just win at round 2. Or can we just win at round 2? If you've played Mortal Kombat, you know that if the opponent wins round 1, you have to win round 2 and round 3. So if you see where this is going, there's probably going to be another problem for me to battle if I'm going to be successful. All right, so let's worry about that later. Let's worry about this right now. As you can see, I was struggling getting that thing back in place. I need to loosen those 3 Phillips head screws back out. What happened was the coin mech wasn't catching, so that means those screw heads weren't out far enough for the coin mechanism mounting holes to get behind and then fall into place. So I loosened them up. Let's put it back in place. There we go. All right, so things look pretty good there. I just need to set it properly, and then we can go ahead and getting things connected back up. So definitely, I think we're going to see some signs of life after putting this coin mechanism in. Remember, Mike tested it, so we know it works. So once we get this back in place, if we're still not getting 100% functionality, we'll know we have other problems. And let's think about some of the other things we've done. So we replaced the relay in this machine, and that did not fix the problem. So the original relay, we know then, is probably still good. But we still have the second relay in here right now. All right, getting the wires ran, and again, this is probably the hardest part because there's not a lot of room to work in there. So getting my hand up in there to get that plug, that Jones plug in place and get it plugged in was definitely challenging. And then getting the swing arm closed with those wires kind of out in the open, that was also a challenge. So got everything connected back up. Let's see if we can get this all put back together and all closed up properly. And again, making sure that coin return button hits that coin mech just right. You can see I struggled just a bit getting those wires in place. There we go. All right, do we have it? Looks like there we go. All right, now we got it. All right, we'll put our lock back in place, and then it's time to plug the machine back in and do some tests. So there we go. All right, let's plug the machine back in. Let's see what signs of life we have this time around. Hopefully, this completely solves our problem. But in all true Mortal Kombat style, you know we can't just win just like that. We're going to have round 3. So let's see what's happening here. So let's start by putting some money in. First of all, I can see the lights are flashing on the dollar bill acceptor, so it should take $1, so that's a good sign. That's better than what we had before. All right, so it took the $1. Let's see if it vends a soda. And we do have a soda vend. Perfect. All right, so that's a lot farther than we were when we first arrived. So as you know, it wasn't vending anything. We switched the relay, didn't change anything, still wouldn't vend anything. So we switched the coin mech, then nothing worked. Then we switched another coin mech, and now we just got our first soda vended. Now I'm putting money in, and notice the coins or the quarters are going right to the coin return. So that means we still have some sort of problem.
That was pathetic.
I don't know what the problem is, but let's go and put the money right into the coin mech, and they're still going right, being rejected right to the coin return. So what the heck could the problem be? I'm starting to think that new relay we put in might not be good. So we might have to go back to the original relay, which lucky enough I have out in the vending truck, so we can switch those back out. So I'm going to do a couple more tests. I'm doing coin ejects right there. I wanted to eject a quarter, a dime, and a nickel to see that, make sure that worked, and those worked just fine. At this point, I know the coin mechanism works, but there's still some other issue, and I'm really leaning on that replacement relay that we put into the machine is not working. So round 2, I'm going to say goes to me. So that's machine 1, Matt 1. I think it's going to be time to go and battle it out for round 3. And to do that, we're going to try to swap out that relay and see if that fixes our problem. So Mortal Kombat style, here we go, guys. Round 2 goes to Matt. So that's 1 round for Matt, 1 round for the Dixie Narco soda vending machine. Let's get it, guys. We got 1 more round to go. Who's going to be the ultimate victor of the Mortal Kombat style fight? All right, let's clean up this work area. Let's head out to the vending truck. Let's get that relay. Let's get this machine beat. Here we go. Surprise, we're back at the house. What happened was I was going to film the final scene at the break and alignment shop and my battery died. So unfortunately I didn't get to finish filming, but I did get to finish repairing the machine. And let me just kind of give you a heads up of what happened. So as you know, we replaced the coin mechanism in that Coke machine. Thanks again to Mike over at 720 Vending for giving us the good deal on that coin mech. He sent that over to us and it was able to help fix the machine. As you saw when we left off in the video, we put the new coin mechanism in. It vended once and then it wouldn't take any more money. So I thought about what else I had done before, what I had switched around, what I had changed, and I thought, I bet it's the relay. So I took the second relay that I put in there out, I put the original relay back in, and everything started to work just as it should. So successful repair, we beat that Coke machine, Mortal Kombat style, it was pretty fun. Anyway guys, so just to let you know, the machine is now working. We can now resume regular operations at the break and alignment shop so we can sell sodas again, make money, all the good stuff. Even though it's not a super busy or big location, it's still one of our locations. So I'm happy that everything's good and finally repaired. We're good to go. So as we wrap this video up, I do want to remind you guys, we are giving away that Cube Factory claw machine from azamusements.com. We're going to give it away in 1 week from today. That's October 11th. So if you haven't done so yet, join us in our Discord server. All the information is down in the description. Fill out the form, register to win, and maybe you'll be the one winner of that Cube Factory claw machine. Hopefully, good luck to you guys out there. All right, we're wrapping this video up right here. One more time, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And with that said, we're wrapping this video up right here. Once again, guys, this is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We'll see you next time.